What's up, YouTube? It's your boy G Money. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. And this is another episode of Sidewalk Talk. I had a subscriber ask me about a week or so ago, man. I forgot, but I'm just now remembering. It was a question like, how do I cope or get through my days? Um, either using weed, or how do I get through the days and cope without using weed, or something like that was the question. I guess he's trying to figure out how to move and operate without having to turn to weed all the time or something like that. I'm guessing that's what your question was. But I gotta be honest with you, man. Like, I never was a heavy weed smoker. I was a drinker. Um, I never learned how to roll or nothing. Anytime I was getting ready to get up with a female that smoked, if I knew she wanted some smoke, I would get some smoke or whatever, and then I would have one of my cousins or one of my homeboys roll it for me before I went and got up with her. Um, I never was a smoker like that. I don't know what it was. I just never was into smoking. Um, but I did have some experiences with smoking that, the only thing smoking weed ever did for me was give me the munchies and make me tired. And one time, you know, I had smoked before I had got with a female and we was doing our thing. That kind of made the experience seem like it was a little bit better. Also, I don't know if that was from the weed or not, but it felt like that day it did. But as far as me coping and getting through my days, I never really had to rely on weed to get me through my days, or it was never hard for me to not be on weed to get through my days because I never was a heavy smoker. So it's hard for me to give you any kind of real answer on that. Um, I know people that have a very difficult time going without smoking. Like, they get real stressed out if they don't have it, and that I never had that experience. It never bothered me like that, where it's like, damn, if I don't smoke, I'm about to go crazy. Like, I never got that vibe. I never got that feeling. I never got that. Seemed like an addiction, but I never got that addiction or whatever that I felt like I needed to smoke, or I was gonna lose my mind, or I was stressed out, or angry, or, like, it controlled my temper or whatever, or my mood. Um, I know people like that though. And shit, I've never seen nothing else be able to really do anything for them besides them smoking to calm their nerves. So I don't know, I don't know if that's the solution for everybody, but I can tell you what made me completely like stop smoking. Like I said, I was never a smoker, so I can't say it made me stop smoking because I never was a smoker to begin with. But um, it was an incident that I had where me and my it wasn't a family reunion, but it was basically a family gathering at one house. The whole family was gathering at one house. There was a cookout, music playing in the backyard. Um, whole family was there, family and friends. Everybody was there in the backyard. Me and all my most of my male cousins, we was all in a truck. We was all packed up in a truck outside in front of the house. We had about three blunts in rotation, with all the windows rolled up, and it was warm outside. Like, so, and mind you, all my cousins and stuff is they smoke, so they got experience with smoking. I'm the one that's not a smoker, so you got all of the windows rolled up. It's smoke everywhere, and everybody's hitting the joint and passing it, and it just seemed like the weed never left my hand because it kept coming back around so fast. And I was just like, I'm hitting it, and I think they was doing that on purpose because they knew I wasn't no smoker like that. So it just seemed like the weed never left my hand. That's how fast it was going back around. And I just kept hitting it with them because they like, yeah, it's hit it, man. They wanted to see. I know they wanted to see how it was gonna be for me. And it got to a point where they had passed it one more time, and I just was like, nah, hell nah. I was like, the sky, the color of the whole color of the earth looked like, looking out the window, everything looked like bright orange, and like it was mad, like bright, colorful colors, like everything just started looking crazy, like magical outside, like and and I seen my uncle coming out from the backyard. He was walking out the backyard. He was coming across the street directly to the car. So everybody was like, "Oh shit, Uncle such and such coming to the car." So everybody started laughing because we was all high as hell. Everybody just started laughing like we about to get like the spot blown. Hey, no way! Like as soon as we roll these windows down, which they tried to roll the windows down, and mass smoke coming out the car. And he just walked up. He dying laughing because he already know what's going on. He like, oh, y'all in here high as hell, huh? So everybody started dying laughing. I can't stop laughing. Like I'm ridiculously laughing, and I'm trying to look out the other window. I'm not even trying to look at him because I'm so fucked up. So he like, damn. So he looking at everybody's faces and shit, and he funny as hell. So it make it even funnier because he just funny as hell anyway. So he's just looking at everybody's faces, telling how high they look and shit. I can't even look at him because I'm just dying in the back seat. I'm cracking up. So he like, y'all might as well come on back here and get y'all something to eat because I know all y'all got the munchies. So everybody started getting out the car. I'm sitting in the back seat. Everybody getting out the car. My door is the only door that didn't open. Everybody closed the door and was walking to the house, and they turned around and they turned around. Everybody dying laughing because I'm still sitting in the car. And they come walking back to the car like, yo, G, get out the car, man. What you doing? I'm like, bro, I can't move, man. I said, I can't go back there. I can't go back there. I said, I'm high as hell. I said, everybody gonna see me high as hell. I'm high as hell. Like I'm gonna fall. Like I'm gonna fall. I felt like if I would have tried to walk, I was gonna fall. I was like, I've never been that high in my life. I was scared to move. I was like, I gotta sit here for a little while. I was like, y'all go back there and get something to eat. But I said, I gotta sit for a minute. I cannot get up right now. And I was stuck there. I never made it to the back to the like I missed the whole reunion shit back there because I couldn't move. I couldn't get up. And I was like, I was just so high out of my mind. I said, yo, I don't never want to get just like this again, to where I feel like I'm stuck. And I was paranoid as hell too, for no reason. And so that right there kind of ended my even my experiment and hitting the weed with friends just on some little shit. I just stopped after that day right there because I've never been that high in my life, and I never wanted to touch that status again. So that was it for me. As, Besides that though, like yeah, I've never been one of them that needed smoke to get through my day, or help me get through my day or help me feel better. I was more of a drinker. If I was going through something and I had an issue or something was bothering me, I'll go grab me a bottle or something, and I would head up to the park where the water was at, and I would pour me some drinks, sip, and look at the water with the radio playing, with the music playing, and that's how I would cope with whatever I was going through. So a smoker is probably that's probably the same way a smoker would do it. They go up to the park and probably hit the weed and chill, look at the water. Just different. We just using different things. But yeah, I know this ain't do a good job of helping you get a legit answer. But I just had to keep it real. I ain't a smoker like that. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm gonna keep it real with everything I put out. So yeah, that's tough for me to answer. I can't answer that. I'm not a smoker. Smokers Any smokers in the comment section want to help my man's out? How you get through the day if you ain't got your weed, or what else can you, maybe fall back on to help you get through without smoking? I don't know. I never had that issue. But like I said, that day that I did smoke with my cousins, and the sky was like it was like a orange, like everything looked like a bag of Skittles outside. All of the colors, it was like mad different colors I was seeing. Everything was vibrant as hell, and I really couldn't move. I was stuck, man. I was stuck. They went back there and was eating and chilling. I was in the car. I just told them to keep the windows rolled down so I could get some air. They kept the windows rolled down. I sat in the back seat. I was sitting in the back seat of a truck by myself in the middle of the summer. while my family was all in the backyard eating, having a cookout, listening to music. I was in the front in the back seat of a truck, just sitting there by myself, like I was a guard dog or some shit. So yeah, I had to I believe that was the last time I smoked. Um, I can't do it. It ain't for me. It ain't for everybody, man. But this your boy G Money and my brother's keeper. Yes, I am. And this is another episode of Sidewalk Talk. I don't know. I'm gonna have to name this one the day I got super high. Um, but man, I'm sorry I couldn't help really answer your question with this one because I'm not a smoker like that. But I had to let you know. All right, man. Y'all be safe out there. God bless.